Let's shift gears, Tony, to the NBA. And if you were a coach under Greg Popovich recently, you've been getting paid, as both of Pop's assistants have now left the organization. We saw Mike Budenholzer go to Atlanta, and now his other assistant last year, Brett Brown, who was with Popovich for the last 7 years, agreeing to coach in Philadelphia. What kind of a hire is this for the Philadelphia 76ers?
Well, one that probably would have been done 2 months ago. I can't explain that one. If I'm a 76er fan, I'm kind of shaking my head because Brett Brown was probably the name that was popping up right 2 months ago. So the fact that you don't have a coach in place, and it doesn't impact the draft much, but it would have been nice, and especially in the free agency market. I think some free agents really do want to know who their coach would be. So I think 76ers. Doug Collins made the transfer to upstairs. I think you kind of want to get someone in place, and the fact that so many good bodies. I mean, you still have Lionel Hollins, Vinny Del Negro, and George Karl available. And as I mentioned, Brett Brown was in the mix. Ed Pinckney, Dave Vanderpool, the Portland assistant. These were names that have been popping up 2 months ago. So for the fact that it took them this long and dragged their heels, I'm a little, I'm concerned. And as a Sixer fan, you got to be a little pissed off. But what are they getting? They're getting, as you said, a Popovich disciple. This guy was a player development guy for the Spurs from 2002 to 2007, and then has graced the sidelines with Popovich, and so he's learned from one of the best. So I guess at the end of the day, you got to be pleased. He doesn't have any head coaching experience, but I think he's ready to go. He's going to have really no pressure on him. He's got a young team. They're in a total rebuild. Nerlens Noel, Michael Carter-Williams. So he's got some young pieces, and so no pressure. Brett Brown's going to be, a great guy, and finally the Sixers have someone to call a head coach.